This way, because they gotta catch up.
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna be famous, man. They're taking all these pictures of you.
So how do these work?
I'm gonna tell you. All right.
I swear to God, I think I seen this place on a commercial before.
So everybody, come on in here. Look at all these phones. All right, class.
Yes.
So here's the deal. This room is a materials characterization lab. This is the people that get paid to break the stuff. So if you look up here at this poster, this will actually show you some of the things that they've broken before. They can't just break whatever they want. They get a list of things, they get samples brought in, and they're told this is what we need you to study. So if you look here, this is the piece that they're given. This is the sample that the scientists give them. Then this screws into the top of the machine, this screws into the bottom of the machine. Guess what the machine does? It stretches it until it snaps, and then you've got two broken pieces, and then they study how it broke. Why did it break? And they'll take that material and do it normal. They'll freeze it and do it. They'll heat it and do it. And then sometimes instead of pulling it, they'll actually twist it. They can actually compress it. They can shear it. They can do all these different tests to see how things break. This is a sample that was broken. This is a sample that's been broken. This is another sample that's been broken. And this is my favorite one. You see this one here? Look what happened to this. Stage 1. And at the end, that piece was completely pulled apart. And that's what these people do. In fact, if you guys look behind you, Dustin over there is a student right now. He's actually working on breaking stuff. First thing I asked him when I walked in, I'm like, Dustin, you break anything? He's like, eventually. So he's not doing an experiment right now or a test right now. But later on today, he's got stuff that he's going to break. And the best thing is, this is his job. If he, hey, Dustin, what happens if you don't break a sample? Has that ever happened before?
Yeah, it's kind of happening in another lab right now. We're breaking other things on the machine.
So sometimes they don't break right and... All right, you guys, so again, this is the materials lab. Let's go back out into the hallway now.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Dustin.
I'm going. Get out the way, man. No, I got that booger. I got that booger in your nose. And it's going on YouTube.
Boy, you so childish.
What? He shouldn't have been in my way. Now I got that booger up his nose. And it's going on YouTube.
Do it.
Go this way. Uh-huh. Keelan, look at me. Oh, I got that booger too. Uh-huh. Oh, my.
We're walking. Jamar.
I'm so like a squilla. Oh, this is bullshit. Man, you just shot me. Man, you got in my way. That's why I got that booger.
Hey, volume, please.
I am careful, bitch. Look at this one. What you mean? Who? You, whoever behind me. Oh.
Hey, walk right, or we stop the tour. Okay, everybody slide over.
What? No, there ain't no robot. That's some gas. Smoking that gas.
Where y'all going? Behind me.
Look at that big old thing. Got my video.
What's your favorite? I need you two here. Hold the door for us. Thank you.
I see y'all later. See, that was. Hey, y'all too loud. I'm scared. I am so freaking scared. Oh yeah, we up here. We out here.
What is that? Is that the magnet? big magnet? Is that a magnet? Yes.
Look at that. It's gorgeous.
That's a 900. Oh my God. Oh, somebody pushed that.
Push what?
That right there.
All right, so here's the difference between the magnets that you see up here, right? The magnet over here in this room, this is the 21 Tesla ultra wide bore 900 megahertz magnet. We built this. This is the only one of its kind in the entire world. And I saw a bunch of you coming over here and looking at the magnets over there. Those are normal magnets that we bought and that other labs and other places have. Those are all over the world. This one here, this is the only one that exists. So, here's what I want to show you. If you see on the ground, you see the lines that are drawn on the floor?
Yes.
That yellow line is your first warning line. If you cross that yellow line, nothing happens to you. Nothing happens to your keys. But the next time you try and use your credit cards, guess what?
It'll be gone.
They won't work. Anything that is magnetically recorded and goes across that yellow line gets wiped out. So some of your
What you mean
some of your
wiped out?
phones, if you take them across that yellow line, guess what?
It's gonna be bye-bye.
It's gonna wipe out all the pictures you've taken, all the videos you have, all the apps you have. All
Oh,
the
shit.
Everything
yeah,
will get erased
I'm
past
gonna
that
say I
yellow
did it with
line.
my
Now,
iPhone. They would have deleted
now
me.
you see the black and yellow line. That's the closest one.
Yes.
That's the 100 Gauss line. That's the one that you've got to be very careful with, because if you cross that line,
We will
again,
be gone.
nothing happens to you. But if you have paper clips in your hand, or if you have keys in your pockets, they're not going to be in your pocket anymore. That's where things are going to get attracted and pulled in.
Yo, it's smoking.
If you look at the bottom of the magnet, you see
Right
a
there.
big plexiglass.
Right there. Y'all don't see that black?
Those are there to protect the magnet in case any metal gets in there by accident. So
Bruh.
look at that. You see that
Shut
there
up,
is
I
a lot
gotta
of
get
metal
this.
around that magnet, right? Remember, not all metal is magnetic.
Shut your
Only
bitch.
iron and nickel and cobalt are.
Shut up,
So a
I'll
lot of
beat
the
you
metal
up.
that you see there is either stainless steel or aluminum. And those metals aren't magnetic, so it's not a problem.
What this nigga?
Now,
Dang, bald
this is
head.
an NMR magnet. So this is a lot like an MRI. It does the same thing, just does it a lot better. 21 Tesla instead of 2 Tesla. The picture that we get from this is a lot clearer than the picture that we get from a normal MRI. So in an MRI, they're scanning your body and they're seeing the insides of your body. On this magnet, we can't do that for 2 reasons. First of all, it's not big enough. The opening is smaller, and so we have less space, so a person can't go inside there. And second of all, we never put a person into a field that strong. So what we do is we take a blood sample from the people. And this magnet helps us actually analyze viruses, diseases, bacteria, other things like that. So this magnet doesn't show you your stomach. This magnet will show you the lining of your stomach, the DNA cells, and what's going on at the very atomic, well, not atomic, but the very single cell, even smaller than that.
Man, where did we fall?
So it's extremely strong magnet. It is very good at what it does. It's one of the top magnets in the world for this type of
I'm gonna
thing.
die.
But you can't.
Why?
You can't go in there because you have this much space. So I don't know how you're going to fit inside that much space.
My sister can.
This much space? Now look, you guys want to know how big the opening is? There's your model over there. Look at the very middle of that. See where it's empty? That's where the experiment has to fit.
What?
Oh my God.
Don't touch it! I ain't touching it. He pushed me into it. Man, I'm going for y'all make somebody fall, man.
No.
You can hold my phone like right here. I would really like we'll record.
That means they could. That means they need to make that thing bigger.
You don't gotta be taking pictures and video. Oh, Alyssa, you going on YouTube, girl?
All right, any other questions before we move on?
Nah, I want to see it.
No. Now, if you look in there, you'll see that there's a metal detector before you go into that room. And you got to be smart about what you bring with you. You can't take your keys, you can't take your wallet,
Can we see the metal detector?
and you got to wear the right belt.